We're in Northwest Pennsylvania raising money for Camo Cares, and Wired Outdoors starts
right now!
Hello and thanks for joining us. This show is very special to all of us here at Wired Outdoors as it's about our annual event called Camo Cares. And this year, it was the 4th annual Camo Cares held in Freiburg, Pennsylvania, and it's all about raising money to send children suffering from life-threatening illnesses and wounded veterans on their hunt of a lifetime. And just to give you a little bit of background of how big this event has become, in the first year, we raised $20,000 in one day. The second year, we raised $40,000. Last year, we raised over $90,000. And you're going to have to wait till the end of the show to see what we raised this year. But the day always starts off with an unbelievable archery shoot in the morning with 260 archery shooters, raffles in the afternoon, and then 3 great live bands in the evening. So here are some highlights from the day. Each year at Camo Cares, I like to take a little bit of time to bring some special people up front and make sure that the crowd really understands what Camo Cares is all about. And whether it's the folks, Julie and Joe Carroll from Aiden's Army, the group from the Venango Technology Center whose kids raised almost $5,000 this year for us, or my good friend Bobby Yaney from Osen Hunter Group who wrote us a check for $20,000. But this year I'd like to show you a story of a family in particular from North Carolina, the Jones family. And I want you to see how they're taking a tragedy in their life and making something positive from it.
Keith, Alice, and Heather come all the way from North Carolina today. And this just gives you an idea of how much Camo Cares is expanding. I had everybody raise their hand that was here in the first year, and we saw how many people's hands weren't up. These folks, I think it was an email initially. He sent me an email, and he told me a story, and everybody looked back on that right there, the sign there, in loving memory of our son, Darren Michael Jones. I got an email from his dad, Keith, and he said that his son, 17 years old, was killed by a drunk driver. And he loved Wired Outdoors and he loved Camo Cares. And he wanted to do something in memory of his son because that's what he would have wanted him to do. And I said, absolutely. I said, we'd be honored. And these folks here went and raised $1,400 this year in the name of their son. Letters like that I get in the mail, and they're overwhelming, and I can't put into words how it makes us feel that these folks trust in us to take that money and remember their son and send kids like this on a hunt, because he said that's what his boy would have wanted us to do. So we are so humbled and so honored. First of all, we're so sorry for your loss, and we're so proud, and we're going to put such good use to your money. So thank you so much for thinking of us. Yeah.
Each year at Camo Cares, we are so blessed to have back all of the kids and veterans from past years. And to hear their stories and let them tell the crowd, it's so heartwarming. And to hear Ariana this year when she told everybody she was named prom queen in her senior year, and then when Wade Armstrong told everybody he was cancer-free, the place just went nuts. To have the Charlones, Billy Myers, Sergeant Matt Miles, it was just such a blessing. But we also like to have the vet and the child that we're going to be going on the hunt with this year. So in this next clip, you're going to get to meet a very special veteran named Sergeant Pete Sutherland.
Hello everyone. It's definitely an honor to be out here with you today, and I would like to thank everyone, all the sponsors, volunteers, everyone who put this together. Definitely all the donors. Thank you so much for helping out with so many guys. My name is Pete Sutherland. I was a sergeant in the 1st Cavalry Division in 2004, and we were going out on a rescue mission to rescue a platoon that was cut off and pinned down, and ended up getting wounded by gunfire in a battle where we had lost 8 Americans and had 42 permanently retired and wounded in the battle. And since coming home, being around Josh and a lot of the other guys, one of the best things a guy can do for his recovery is to be out around other vets, get out and be re-engaged out in the community and doing things. And the hunting programs is definitely a way to get a lot of these guys out of their homes, off the couches, and get them back out and being productive members of society once again. So definitely not only from me, but from all the wounded warriors that Camo Cares has been able to help. Thank you, definitely from the bottom of our hearts. We definitely really do appreciate it. Thank you.
What never ceases to amaze me with guys like this that have given so much and had their legs amputated and had such horrific injuries, they're here thanking us, and it's the other way around. Thank you, man. Thank you.
It is always so humbling to hear these veterans talk, and when you heard me and I got a little bit choked up on the stage after hearing Sergeant Pete Sutherland talk, and he's sitting there and he's saying thank you to everybody for this and thank you for that. It is absolutely the other way around, and we can't say it enough. And it's such a small way and it's such a small thing for us to do by taking these veterans on hunts as a way for us to say thank you for all that they've done and they've sacrificed. But it was so humbling to hear how important it is for programs like Camo Cares to help get these guys re-engaged and how positive hunting can be in their lives. So I want to thank all of the vets and Sergeant Pete Sutherland for everything that they've sacrificed for us. And in this next clip, you're going to get to meet the young man that we're going hunting with. His name is Joseph Reed, and he is just an amazing kid, and we cannot wait to take him on a moose hunt in Maine.
Okay, last but not least, we're going to meet. You want to tell everybody your name, bud?
Yeah, Joe Reed.
Joe Reed. I called Joe's mom, and I was explaining to her a little bit about what we do, and she's like, I need to stop you before you get going too much. She's like, he's in a wheelchair. How are you going to get him a moose? And if that would have been 4 years ago, I'd have been like, you know what, you're right. Maybe we need to do something else. But the one thing I've learned in all the hunts that we've done with kids, and Douglas Fickle is a great example of that, kid in a wheelchair, moose hunt, we're going to get it done. And somebody's always watching out for us. So, buddy, we are going to go get your moose. And we're going back to that same broccoli field where Douglas shot one. And we're going to shoot another moose, buddy, and it's going to happen. And we're so proud and happy to have you here today with us. And we hope you just have a great time. Big round of applause for Joe.
As you can see, Camo Cares has become an amazing event helping some extraordinary people. And folks all the time ask me, how did Camo Cares get so big so fast? And my simple answer is this: you have thousands of people doing the right things for the right reasons. And I am so proud to say that 100% of everything we make goes to these kids and the vets. We don't have one person that is a paid person on this staff, and that is so important to us that all this money goes to where it should, and that's the kids and the veterans. And we couldn't do it. We had 130 event staff volunteers this year. The Freiburg Sportsman's Club that donated the facilities, the corporate sponsors, all of the sponsors. I used to be able to remember all of them in the first year, but there's so many now I couldn't possibly remember all of them. To the people who come up to me on the street and hand me $10, $20 and say, hey, send those kids and those vets on their hunt of a lifetime. We could not do it without those folks. So without further ado, give me a drum roll, please. And Camo Cares 4, in one day, we raised $105,000 this year to send kids and vets on their hunt of a lifetime. And like we said before, we could not do it without you. So from the bottom of my heart, all of the Wired Outdoors crew, the Camo Cares crew, we can't say it enough, thank you. And if you want more information on how you can help Camo Cares, visit our website at wiredoutdoors.com and click on Camo Cares.